Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing great today. Appreciate those of you watching this video. Today we'll be talking about the 1941 classic, The Wolfman, or is it just Wolfman? I can't remember. But anyways, we're going to talk about The Wolfman. All the classic horror movies I've seen so far, Dracula, and not Dracula Dead and Loving It, nope, but Dracula and The Mummy. This one, I think it's my favorite, The Wolfman. I liked it. I feel like if these are supposed to be scary back for the day, this is probably the scariest one. Just because of the great atmosphere that they created, like the black and white. Like I said, I think the black and white really adds to these kind of movies. But like the effects that they had, like he's in a forest and you got the fog on there. Makes it really spooky, a spooky place. And then just the makeup and that they did, like it was fairly well done. I don't know if you could say special effects for that time period. I guess you could, like how they showed him transforming from a man to a wolf. I found it very interesting. I found that very well done. Especially when they show all the hair on his legs and his feet turning from a man feet to like more of a wolf like feet. Really like that part, and also like the story on this one a little bit more than I did the other two. To me, like one of the main theme that I got out of this, and I'm sure there's others, deeper thoughts about the Wolfman, but one thing I kind of enjoyed is the idea of help, like help, just that theme of help. When he first finds out, like when he first gets bitten by the wolf, he has this gypsy lady who wants to help him, trying to help him, and he gives him a medallion, say, hey, if you wear this medallion, this will help you, but he kind of refuses her help, and is like, this is a medallion that's going to help you not turn into a werewolf, but he just gives it away to this girl. I'll get to that part with the interaction between him and this girl here in a minute. But to this girl that he likes, and say, here, you need this more than me. Is like, hello, you're gonna be the one turning into a werewolf. If you wear it, she's not gonna be in danger, kind of thing. But like how the gypsy lady's willing to help him because he's not being racist because he's not accepting her help. It's more like he doesn't know her, and he kind of feels like she's a weird person, like a weirdo, you know what I mean? Like, what's this lady talking about? And so he kind of refuses her help. And then he goes to like the people that he knows, and he's asking them for help. Like he's trying to explain to them that he's going to be changing into a werewolf, and they don't even believe him. They think he's a crazy dude. One person thinks it's just all in his mind and stuff like that. Even though there's a big folklore about people turning into werewolves in the area, but they don't believe him. They don't help him. It's like so he's going to these people for help, and because they think he's a nutty dude, because they think he's not all there, going crazy, has this PTSD, traumatic experience that he had earlier in the movie, that he's making this stuff up. So they're not helping him. And so, like, that theme of help, like, you got somebody who's willing to help him, but because he doesn't know him, they're kind of like a stranger, he refuses it. And then people that do know him, that love him, they don't help him because they don't think he's right in the head at that moment. And even if they thought that he was telling them something that was true, now my mouth is really dry. I need to start drinking water before I do these. But anyways, even if they thought that what he was saying was true, they still couldn't help him because they don't have the expertise. They wouldn't know how to solve his problem. And the one person who can solve his problem, because they're a stranger and he finds them kind of weird, he doesn't really help them. Doesn't take their advice until it's too late, kind of thing. Then after it's too late, then he tries to get their help. That was that kind of thing. Now there is a scene where I think those people who try to get that song, Baby It's Cold Outside, is that the title of it? Not sure. But that Christmas song, Baby It's Cold Outside, there is a scene where if these same people watch this movie, they probably would want to get this movie canceled. Just because he goes into this shop and he sees this beautiful girl he really likes. And he's hitting on her pretty hard, you know. I'm not talking about physical hitting on her, you know what I mean? But he's hitting on her like he's giving her all these lines and stuff. And she's completely, you tell she's not into it. She's just, you know, she's not into him. She keeps denying him and stuff. But he keeps on going, you know. And he's keep on trying to persuade her to join him for a date type of thing. And he succeeds. He says, hey, I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock. I'll see you at 8 o'clock, and we'll go to, I think there's like a fortune teller. They're going to see a fortune teller at 8 o'clock. That's where where the trouble begins. And so he goes, and she shows up, you know, so you can't really say he forced her or anything like that. But I can see a lot of people who wants to, you know, maybe it's cold outside, saying, hey, this dude is being a jerk. He's a, you know, he's gets toxic masculinity because he keeps pursuing his girl when she keeps telling him no, that she's not interested. But, you know, that's how things were back in the day. You know, you liked a girl or you went, you talked to her, she said no, you tried your best to talk her into liking you, you know, try and persuade her to go out on a date with you. That's how it was. And then, because there's different kinds of no's, right? You know, no doesn't always mean no. So you kind of have to read the room, you know. And in the end, he gave her the option to show up or not to show up, and she decided to show up, even though she had a fiance. So, you know, whatever. But I can see how some people might have a problem with that scene. I kind of enjoyed it. I was kind of like, man, this guy's being a jerk during it because it was obvious that she wasn't into it. But in the end of the day, he was able to win her over. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I highly recommend this. It's a great classic. Enjoyed the story. The filmography, I really liked it. I liked how they transformed him into a man, to a wolf. Really liked those effects. I like the atmosphere they created for it. I can see why a lot of people call it a classic. I loved it. It's my favorite one I've watched so far. And it's almost the end of October, so I'm pretty sure these are going to be leaving Amazon Prime. This is where I found it. So probably be leaving Amazon Prime pretty soon. Watching another Dracula movie right now, and it ends in 6 days, which happens to be probably 5 days now, which happens to be the end of the month. Anyways, yeah, check it out, The Wolfman. You can see it on Amazon Prime as of October of 2023. So have a great day, and you'll see me on the next video, hopefully. Bye.